My name is Chris. My Muslim name is Esa. I'm from Leeds, West Yorkshire, the beautiful north. Not far from our brothers at Fast FM, Newcastle.
I mean, a little bit of a background. So, I mean, you're somebody who was part of the EDL.
Yeah.
You used to march against Islam, against Muslims, basically. You thought we were a really bad bunch of people, and you wanted to stop us from sort of expanding and growing in England. What triggered you to start thinking about things differently?
I think my trigger point was when I was in a bad car crash and I broke my leg.
Right.
And then I wanted to go sit when I was in bed, because I was in bed for like 1 year of my life because I broke my leg that bad. And that's when I wanted to go. That's when I was trying to search for my creator again, because I've always believed in a creator since I was a young lad. So when I went to go search for my creator again, I was reading the Bible again. I was looking at videos and stuff like that, and that's when I fell upon Merciful Servant. I was doing some search, because at that time I was reading the Bible, but I couldn't get my head around the Trinity and the Jesus being God. And when I was reading the Bible, I was like, this doesn't go with what they're telling me, what they told me at the church as a youth. And so that's when I took myself to YouTube and started looking for Jesus as a prophet.
Yeah.
Right.
So Merciful Servant is basically a channel, a YouTube channel. Is that right?
Yeah, it's a YouTube channel. So I started watching this video, man, and I'm like, wow, on Merciful Servant, not even knowing it's Islam, and I'm like, wow, this is what I believe Jesus is. And so I ended up watching Muslim on Merciful Servant. I didn't even know it was Islam for 2 months. I was watching it going, yes, I believe that. And I'm like,
Lisa,
wow,
what sort of videos were they? Were they like about the prophets or about Prophet Jesus?
Yeah, about all like this. It was about the Sahaba, and that's why I'm thinking it's the disciples of Jesus, and that.
Oh, right.
I'm like, wow, this is amazing. I'm like, I'm so intrigued by it. I'd watched them all. Even when I didn't even notice that they were speaking about Allah and saying Muhammad and stuff like that. I didn't really notice, because I was that in awe with it. I didn't realize that, because you don't think, because growing up I never knew that Jesus was a part of Islam. I thought the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, was a Pakistani. So that was my misinformation. So when I was watching these videos about Jesus and that, man, it enlightened me. But it took 2 months after. That's when I asked somebody with my taxi driver, and that's when he told me it was Islam. And I was like, nah, I'd never be a Muslim. I got out and I stopped watching Merciful Servant for like a month, and then I came back to it, and that's where that's when I got trapped in this.
MashaAllah. I mean, the thing is that a lot of people sort of think that people are like duped or tricked into it, or they have a really sad life and they need Islam somehow to sort of help them through. They're in prison basically, and they need to sort of, find God, and that's when they find Islam. But from my understanding, talking to yourself, to Jordan, to Brother Ben, and all the other brothers and sisters, everyone's got their like different take and different journey, but very seldomly do you hear of people who are like down in the dumps and they're just like, they're actually searching. That's what I find most of the time, actually.
I think for me with that is that I was down in the dumps, but I wasn't because when I could becoming Muslim, I had a plan in my head. I was going to carry on doing what I was doing before, so I didn't think I'm going to become Muslim because it's going to make me feel any better than what I was feeling, because but I had in my head when that I'm going to carry on going to the pub, I'm carry on doing this, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had different plans for me that day. My video went viral, everybody knew, my pub mates didn't want to know me, so they weren't all going back to the pub.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. So George